Hi everyone, today I have a very special guest here with us. We have the incredible Ricardo Bona, a great friend of mine, incredible musician, accordion player, composer. This song was composed by him for her 4005. Is that like a futuristic for her?
Yes. No, it's just the postcode. You know, it's the Brisbane postcode.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, yes,
awesome.
the place that I was when I made that song.
It's beautiful. Love it. I hear a lot of kind of dominguinhos in this kind of beautiful instrumental for horse stuff. It's gorgeous. Tell me a bit about this. What's the inspiration behind this song?
I was practicing some for horse song, you know, like. Yeah. From Dominguinhos, as he really loves to compose songs in F, like
yes.
F key.
Yeah.
So yes, I just started as practicing as a stud, and it became a sound.
Yeah, gorgeous. I love
Especially to practice finger 5 and 4.
Yeah. Wow. It's like the pinky, you know. Is it very
pinky
demanding?
And ringing, yes.
Yeah. Like
it's a bit different from the keyboard, you know. Like as we have this geography, instead of play like this, we play like this. So some movements like this, it's clear on the accordion, and it's not possible to do in the keyboard.
Really?
So
okay, cool.
We have to develop both.
Yeah. And tell me a bit about, I guess, you know, how you started in music. Like, do your parents play, or was it something?
Oh, yes.
You know, tell us that journey. How did Ricardo go? Because this is not your first instrument, right?
No, it's not my first.
It's the viola caipira, right?
Yes.
Is that a translation in English for
Some
the viola?
People call it Brazilian guitar.
Brazilian guitar, yeah.
Yes, but its original comes from Portugal.
Right, yeah.
And like it is a 10 strings guitar.
Steel string, right?
Yeah, double.
Yeah, double steel strings, and it's got a crazy tuning, right?
Yes, when you play like open, like the whole instrument open, it's major chord.
Ah, really? Okay, cool.
So, yes.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it was my first instrument, but my parents, they are musicians, but as they say, they are church and pub musicians. You know, they are not professional. Yeah, like I was the first one which chose like music as a lifestyle, you know.
Wow, yeah.
So yes, I've always was encouraged to do music at my place.
Wow.
Especially from my mom. She always encouraged to play, to sing, to live a music life.
Yeah.
But nothing professional. And I think it was really good because it wasn't like some homework, something that I had to do. It was just having fun doing music.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then
did you play with them, like with your mom and stuff?
Yes.
You guys jammed at home and stuff?
Yes. Well, she usually play only for church now, and now she's more.
So
open.
She's a piano player as well?
No, she just play guitar and singing.
Yeah.
And she used to conduct a choir as well.
Awesome.
So,
nice.
Yes, it was my kid's background.
Yeah. And when did the accordion came into your life?
It wasn't like early in my childhood. Like I was 17 actually, 16 to 17, and 2004, 2005, something like this. I had a friend of mine, like they start a forró band.
Yeah.
You know, like in Brazil, we had a boom with forró in the 2000s year. And I started to play Brazilian guitar, like viola caipira in that band.
Yeah.
But I was missing something because most of the arrangement was with the accordion.
Yeah. So there was no accordionist in the band.
There's no accordionist. I mean, in that time, there's no accordionist in Brazil, you know, because like accordion used to be a really popular instrument in Brazil in the 50s and the 60s.
Exactly.
But when the keyboard arrived, doing like 1,000 sounds in one, so every accordionist becomes a pianist,
keyboard player.
Yes. But after like 40, 50 years, the accordion started to be popular again. And it was when I started.
Wow.
So I was missing like those accordion arrangements because I couldn't do this with my Brazilian string, Brazilian guitar. So I borrowed an accordion from
a
friend of my mom.
Yeah. And it was love at first sight. Like.
Yes. And I was just playing by myself, you know, for a year. I was trying to teach myself for a year. Yes.
I've bought an accordion years ago, like 10 years ago, and I tried to learn it. And I learned a couple of songs, but God, like my shoulder, because like, you know, I wanted to look at what you're doing. And then I was like,
it's not a body instrument.
No,
like,
right.
It's,
it's heavy and it's
especially like in forró tradition, I have to play stand up, you know,
yes,
which makes everything harder. I'm so glad here in Australia, you know, like it's because in Brazil, if you play sitting down, it's a shame.
Oh,
know,
really? Come on, you're young and you're strong.
We're not killing your back, you know, you can stand up.
And dance as well.
Here in Australia, people say, why you're playing stand up? You can sit, save your back. Good. I like that.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And did you end up studying, right? You went to music university, is that right?
Yes, well, after a year and a half playing, and I was like technical electronical, so I was to work in a fabric.
Oh, really?
Like
in a factory?
Factory, yes. And I did like this, let's say TAFE course, you know, like,
sure.
And then I was kind of doing well, but music was, maybe I should work more with music. And then I started to do like accordion lesson. Because I had like in that time was a bit hard. So when I was working in the industry, I could have money to pay my lesson. So and then I started to get involved with my lesson, and my teacher said, "Oh man, if you wanna be serious with this, we must looking for a uni, something more like more formal, like more strict,
organized."
Because in that time I didn't have this idea, but we kind of have the option to be a musician doing gigs and teaching, or being like an searcher, guys, like
research
for you,
like academic,
yes. And this academic think it's something safe, you know. I mean, I decided to looking for a uni, you know, and in Brazil I tried to get the public units, uni, which it's harder to get
into. It's very hard. The public,
and then I
federal universities.
It was
very competitive.
Very competitive, and it was like a whole year. I turned myself only for that, you know, like wake up, study, and then stop and study music, and then study like normal subject like grammar, math.
Oh, really?
Science,
you had to pass all those subjects in order to get in.
Yes,
oh my God, how tough!
It was a shame, and to be honest, I didn't expect to get in that year. It was 2009. I didn't expect to get in at all because I knew it's supposed to be really, really hard. But and then I started to do like the pre-tests, you know, to see how I was going. And I kind of could get, so I got 3 universities, so I could choose. Choose one.
Fantastic.
Yes, and since there, like, I turned myself on for music. And
beautiful.
I used to live in São José dos Campos, which is a countryside of São Paulo. And then I moved to São Paulo. And then where is the life is in Brazil. You know? So the most like beautiful musicians, they are there. They are accessible. You can knock their doors. Hi, can you have a conversation?
Fantastic.
And then since 2010, my music life real start in São Paulo.
Wow, that's awesome. And you got like into some kind of huge big forró bands as well, right?
Yes, it was fun because in one day I was playing in my room, you know. I did like the uni plus the conservatory together. And my conservatory teacher started to put me to fill him, you know, like to replace him.
Yeah.
Because his wife was like pregnant. So
Okay, yeah. So you started teaching at the conservatory?
No, I start to take lesson, and he started to give me his gigs.
Also,
because he was really busy, you know,
yeah.
And one day I was like in my room
Yeah.
playing some small gigs, and then he said, "Man, I was invited to do a big tour in Bahia, you know, like in a São João tour, which is like huge party in Brazil in June." And he said, "Oh, I can't do. Could you do for me?"
Yeah.
And I, yes,
please.
and the band like was Rastapé, you know, which has lots of famous songs in Brazil. So
they're huge, right?
yes, and then like this, my life, I start to travel around Brazil.
Wow.
You know, I was
fantastic.
in 1 year I was like prepare myself for the uni.
Yeah.
Another year I did 1 year studying.
Yeah.
And the year after,
Boom.
I was traveling around Brazil playing with this band. Yes.
Wow,
it was so nice.
That's so cool. Wow.
Yes. Wow. Things was like really fast, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, like practicing and studying a lot because this kind of band has a big pressure, you know. Like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
you have like thousands of people looking to you.
Yes,
So
of course. Yeah.
they know what you're supposed to play. You know,
Yeah.
because it most like it was famous songs.
Yeah.
So
And did you have like to rehearse a lot, like with the band?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like even through touring, they were very serious. Or was like a more rock and roll? Everyone
no,
getting drunk.
during the tour, no, because we didn't have time.
Okay,
you know,
sure.
we didn't have time. But before the tour, it was like a month rehearsing
really?
like 3-4 times a week.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
And everything like recording, they
Yeah.
were checking every single detail.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, and something nice was because I came from the uni.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of knew how to write music, how to read music, and this is not something really strong in Brazil.
Yeah.
Read and write music. They just play by ear, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's an oral tradition.
Yes, and I've started to write the arrangements for them.
Ah, wow.
And they didn't have, and they said, "Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We can have the arrangement and accordionist play as well."
Yeah.
Because it was helping myself as well, you know.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, to learn the tunes, you know, just have that, you know, you don't have to rely so much on the memory, reading.
But in the end of the day, you have to memorize.
You
know,
do,
like,
exactly.
There is no way to play like looking.
Yeah, you know, it's so kind of boring. You know, you miss the human connection, right?
Yes,
like,
yes.
Yeah, I totally
You have
understand.
to have everything by memory.
You do, yeah.
But that's all right.
That's fantastic. And tell me about your experience, I guess, you know, moving from Brazil to Australia and getting to the music scene here now. And, you know, I've toured around, like, you know, Australia. I see you always like going to Sydney
Sydney,
before
Melbourne.
COVID, of course. Now we're in a different world almost, right? We're locked in here. It's so tough.
Yes.
But before that, right, you were traveling a lot, going to New Zealand as well, right?
New Zealand 5 times.
Really?
Like,
That's fantastic.
In 2 years, I went like to play New Zealand 5 times.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, I moved to Australia in 2018, I think end of July 2018, and I arrived on the coast, Gold Coast, because a friend of mine, which used to play with me in Brazil, he was there and he said, "Hey man, come to Australia. I'm here on the coast. I'll help you." And in 1 year I was there. But since I arrived here in Australia, I started to come to Brisbane to play, to see gigs, to get involved with like music scenes, and I thought, okay, I think Brisbane it's my place. It's not the coast, which is awesome. But man, Brisbane it's a capital.
Yeah, it's a bigger city, more shows, you know, more culture.
Exactly.
I mean, the beach is beautiful. You know, the lifestyle is
but
great.
We're still an hour from there.
Right, exactly.
And you have sunny coast
sunny
as well.
coast as well.
Sunny
Exactly.
and Gold Coast.
I know, we're so lucky. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes.
So what did you find, like, I guess, you know, any difference between, I guess, the music scene here and the music scene in Brazil? I guess, like, in Brazil, you're, like, playing with these huge bands, and here I have to, I guess, start everything from the beginning, right?
Yes, well, it's changed my life, you know, in one day. And I have, like, not just this for band, but I used to play with kind of, let's say, nice artists in Brazil, which give you like a nice support, a nice hotel to stay, a nice money, and not much money because music is not about money.
Exactly.
But enough. You know?
Did you used to play like with the famous singing priest in Brazil?
Yes.
What's his name?
Padre Fábio de Mello.
Padre Fábio de Mello, that's right.
Well, I didn't like do any tour or
Okay,
big
sure.
thing with him. But when I was like in the day of I bought my ticket to came to Australia.
Yeah.
I went to play in his house.
Okay.
And it was like 2 months before I came to Australia.
Yeah.
And he said, "Man, I really like you and another duo." So it was a trio.
Yeah.
Myself plus a duo.
Yeah.
We played in his house, and he said, "Man,
A duo like with the accordion as well? No.
música caipira."
Okay, yeah,
like,
sure. Yeah, like country, Brazilian
country,
music.
Brazilian
yeah.
country, yes. And that priest loved this.
Yeah.
And he said, "Man, let's build a show
Yeah.
and to play around Brazil. Like I have this opportunity. I just need to organize."
Yeah.
And I said, yes,
sure,
why not?
why
Why
not?
not? I'm moving to Australia in 2 months, but yes, why
If
not?
you can do it before, yeah.
no.
Wow.
And then I did a couple of shows with him before, and before I came, he said like, "Okay, go to Australia because I'm busy to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Do whatever I have to do there, and then go back.
Yeah.
When you go back, we will start this project."
Yeah.
But I already did some shows with him.
Okay,
so
cool.
yes,
It's an experience.
It's one experience.
Yeah.
And then I think he's one of the most top 10 famous in Brazil. You know,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
In terms of Instagram, have almost 30 million
Wow,
followers.
yeah. And he's like super handsome. Like he's like a priest, he's
super
spiritual, but he's like
handsome,
super fit, right?
Super fit. And
so-
man, he's not just like this, but his soul as well. Like
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
not just, there's bad and nice priest, there's
Yeah,
bad and
yeah.
nice everything.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice. He really deserves
Yeah.
what he has because he's really careful with everyone. Anyway, it was such a nice experience. And he came to me and said, "Man, do whatever you have to do in Australia and go back.
Yeah,
We will
come back
start
to Brazil.
a big project here."
Yeah.
And then I was here in Australia, like doing cleaner,
Wow.
Uber Eats, this kind of job just to survive, just to pay bills.
Yeah.
And this in my mind, like, man, why are
Why
not
am I
Brazil?
here? Yeah.
But I didn't know like the COVID was
coming.
and things take time to happen. Like,
Of course. Yeah.
doesn't matter where you are, who you are, you have to wait the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep doing your job and
right. And we were talking about before, like the thing that you said, maybe last year was the accordionist that played the most concerts around the world, right?
Yes, I do believe.
Right? Because in Brazil, like they were in lockdown for the
Brazil,
whole year, pretty much.
didn't have
Gigs died, no support for musicians. Yeah.
Yes, and here in Australia we stopped like for a month and a half, let's say. A month and a half, and then we start again.
Yeah.
So I've started these gigs like 2 gigs, 3 gigs a week, and then I had a big tour, like 18 shows in 1 month.
Yeah.
And then shows and shows like. So I would say I did almost 100 gigs last year.
Yeah, exactly.
100 in the COVID year.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like, how?
Yeah, no.
So I'm so look to.
Yeah, very lucky. We
Lucky,
are. And I mean, too, because like we just got like locked in for a couple of months here, a couple of months there. But Queensland, well, if you guys don't know, we in Brisbane here in Queensland, and just been like one of the, I guess, less impacted state in Australia. So we've been very lucky,
Yes.
Yeah, friends in Sydney at the moment are like in full lockdown. How's Brazil? Like, do you speak to your family? How's the situation
Well,
there?
the situation is still bad,
Still
but
terrible,
they are open anyway.
Yeah.
The situation is bad. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of death, it's bad there now because almost the whole country got the vaccine. So
great.
it's supposed to be like 4,000. It was 4,000 deaths a day.
Yeah.
After this, 50% country which got the vaccine, it became like 200, 300. But it's still 200,
it's still 300
deaths a day.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Australia didn't have this. COVID.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they are open. They are.
Yes.
My parents, they're still in lockdown.
Are they? Okay.
Because yes, they are in a risk.
Position,
So yes.
Oh.
But anyway, here we are.
Here we are.
Playing,
Lucky,
doing,
beautiful sunny Queensland, playing music.
Doing podcasts.
Gigs. Exactly. But so me and Vraja, Vraja is our filmmaker. He's over there looking so handsomely. We came up with this tradition that we're gonna ask every guest, like, what's the craziest gig you did, and what's the best gig you did, or like the happiest. So of course, we change our opinions, but like if you think back now, was there something that was like, how crazy was this situation, and what was the best gig you did?
Oh yes, it happened like. It's hard to choose, because
I know, right?
Even the craziest, like
so many, right?
Like crazy, some gig that I I had to leave my accordion to go to the toilet, you know, like, and just leave. I didn't tell anyone. Go to toilet, do whatever I have to do, and then I go back. You know, like sometimes it happened. But one really crazy, I was doing like playing a really, let's say, countryside city in Brazil, and it was sertanejo, you know, like.
It's like country music.
Country music, but the pop
kind of
pop shit music. Yes.
But I didn't want to say.
Yeah, I really like the country, which is real country music. Like,
no, me too. It's gorgeous,
which,
you know.
Yeah, which has melody, has poetry, has music.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just like fast food music.
Yeah, it's an art form.
And that's my background actually. And this, I was playing for a duo, you know, like a dupla sertaneja, and then the singer came to me and said, "Man, I cannot sing anymore. I'm just feeling bad. Please take my microphone." And he had this headset microphone, and you're gonna sing now.
Oh my God!
What? Like, yes, man. And then I looked to the bass player. I don't know to sing this repertoire.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God.
Most of the people was like teenagers, and they were expecting the new sertanejo songs, but I didn't know how. I didn't know the lyrics, you know, like. And I said, okay, now will be this one. And then I started to play like something like it's really country. And they look, oh man, what the fuck is that? Like, and then fortunately it was like 15 minutes to finish the show, you know. And then okay, let's sing, guys. It was so funny. And I mean, I think the people didn't like much, you know, because they were expecting like
the more poppy stuff.
The pop stuff, yes.
Well done.
I cannot sing that. Sorry.
It was a lecture. You've educated them, you know.
Yes, kind of.
These are the roots, guys.
Yeah, they were drunk. Some of them, I think they like it.
It was like a show that you think back and go, oh, that was pretty special, you know, like that was a great gig they did.
Well, I had lots of great gigs. Like the first gig with the priest was really nice, you know, because man, he's a really famous person, and he took like the whole energy from the place that he is, you know. So it was such a beautiful gig. Like he sings nice, but I think the most like strongest. I had lots of strongest gigs with the Rastapé band. Yeah. But once we went to play in Brasilia, which is the Brazil capital, and it was a big San Juan party.
Wow.
So this band, they have a famous song which the whole country knows. The whole country, even Brazilians here in Australia, they know that song. And it was like 50,000 people.
Oh my God!
So imagine like a big like, let's say,
like a sea,
space,
an ocean of
sea
humanity,
of people, you know, and a big stage as well. Like, man, like I had a picture, singing, you know, like I'm like this size in the picture, you know, like. And imagine like 50,000 people singing one song against you, man. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Wow. I was with headphones and then I took my headphones off. And that's amazing because it, you know, like when 50,000 people sing something, like in a stadium, it's such strong energy. Like
so
it's
powerful.
Almost like pull you
like a wave,
down,
right?
Like,
wow, that's amazing.
So yes, it was such a nice experience. And I had a couple of experiences, like not always 50,000, but sometimes like 3,000. So it's still much, you know, 3,000, 5,000 is still much. This band show uses like this amount of people, you know, always like big amount
incredible.
Of people. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yes, it's our, and even the small gigs as well, you know, like I did one gig with Eddie Gazani here in the bar once as well, which is the same
we had some fun gigs. Oh,
yes,
you're too kind. You're too kind.
Oh, I remember one fun that I have here.
Which one?
I don't know if you remember it.
Oh gosh.
No, I just arrived here in Australia.
Yeah.
I had 1 month.
Yeah.
I was living on the coast.
Yeah.
And then I saw this guy here playing like with the most nice Italian guys ever, you know, like, and you guys, you played like in a French restaurant. Okay. Do you remember?
I think so. Like at the
West
back
End.
there in West End. That's right.
Yes.
We had a
and
jam.
I had like bought a real old car, you know, and I came driving like from the coast. I didn't know how to drive in Australia. I was learning, you know, and then I crossed like goes to Brisbane, and then I came like just to have a jam and a couple of beers.
That was nice.
It was so nice. Yeah, I met Misha, Nico,
Roberto, all those
yes.
guys. Oh, I remember that. That was funny.
It was crazy, you know.
Yeah. I remember
just
like
to get in, like
sure, make contest. I remember like I had this forró concert. I think that was the first time like we played together, maybe.
Yes.
In the valley. Do you remember on that old theater?
Yes,
I forgot the name of it. Like this beautiful old theater, but like it was like in this dodgy area of the valley. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
And you came. It was really cool. Like you came and you played with us. It was really fun. I remember that. It was amazing.
Man, in that day, like it was funny because I arrived here in Australia with no money because my wife, she had a problem in the airport. So she had to buy another ticket.
Oh,
she
God.
couldn't come with me. She came
really?
3 days after.
That's horrible.
3 days after. And the money that we have to spend here in Australia to start our life, we spent
to have him buy another ticket.
Imagine, like it's really expensive to buy one ticket.
Oh my God!
Imagine to buy a ticket for tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh my God! That's
it was like
all your savings in one pool. Done.
Like done. And then we arrived here with no money, and then like I got like a cleaner job opportunity, and I said yes, of course I will. I did like I need
money,
and it was my third day in Australia.
Wow,
my third day in Australia, and then a guy which I met in my second day on, he said to me, "Man, I'm going to Brisbane to do a gig, and I have $50 to pay to do acceptance." Yes, but I had this clean job. You know, booked, and then I canceled my clean job in last minute. And the boss like said bad things. So, man, come on, it's your first day with me, and then you cancel. I need you. Oh, sorry, I'm going to Brisbane to play. You know?
Musician. I'm so sorry.
Because man, like I always will choose music.
Of course.
You know, like even for no money. You know, I believe music is going to. Help me to keep alive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
That time was a weird choice because in the day after, this boys called me and said, because my friend, look, I have a friend here which need a job. It was this kind of thing, you know?
Oh gosh.
And he said lots of things to my friend, to me, and that day I met you.
Good.
And for definitely it was a right choice because in that day I met Angie, in the Lockland bar because I played with Rodrigo Ferraz.
Cool.
And then I played with you, with Som de Calçada, and with I met Lucia.
Sure.
And then I booked a gig with Lucia on that day.
Oh, it's a great book. Absolutely.
Was the right choice.
Well done. No, that's the saying, you know, if you look after music, music will look after you, right?
You just have to wake up, say good morning to your instrument,
Yeah.
say good afternoon, and good night to your instrument. You know, that's the secret.
So, in talking about looking after the music, are you someone that practice daily? Like, do you have like a ritual, like you know, how do you take your practice attitude? Like, do you practice daily, or do you like before gigs? Or
well, it was a big thing. Like, it took my energy from my mind when I arrived in Australia because in this time that I was in the uni, I had no headache. I had no problems. So I used to practice like the whole day, since like morning to the night. Of course, I went to have some lessons, some research, but my life was just practice. When I came to Australia, I didn't have time. I started to work like even this cleaning job. I kept doing this cleaner job because I still need money.
Even though you're doing
like
the gigs, but it's
cleaner,
gigs
Uber
are
Eats,
secure,
especially Uber Eats because it was giving me flexibility. So I did this. Just to be able to survive, to apply another visa. You know, like,
of course.
It's really expensive. I had no rich background in Brazil. I just have like support, but not money support. And I don't like to take my parents' money. You know?
Of course.
Anyway,
absolutely.
So I didn't for 2.5 years. I didn't practice here in Australia. I was just practicing for gigs, which I don't consider it's a real practicing because we don't have time to work with your technique. Now I have. You know, after 2 years and a half, I start to have a schedule. And in the COVID year was my biggest practicing day. So I'd like to practice at least here in Australia, like 2 hours a day accordion, like nowadays. And 2 hours piano because I'm teaching piano now as well.
Yeah, cool.
So piano it's part of my life as well.
Yeah, wow.
But yes, of course, I teach Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So these days I can't.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I spend the whole day
Yeah.
teaching,
Yeah.
and when you arrive, you don't have energy. You have to take care of other things.
Yeah.
But like Tuesday, I have free Tuesday.
Yeah.
I practice the whole day.
Good
it,
man.
like-
Awesome. That's
Yes.
fantastic. Well, Ricardinho, I just want to say thank you so much for being here.
I
What an
have to
honor
say
to
thank
have
you.
you. And yeah, let's play one more tune, shall we?
Let's go.
Yeah. So we're gonna play Noites Cariocas, Chorinho.
Yeah, so we kind of did lots of choro gigs together, so we decided to
Yeah, it's nice to play choro.
to play one-
Absolutely.
one choro.
So,
Let's go.
yeah.
1, 2.
So, did you guys like it? If you really liked it, please don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and if you really like it, you want to support us, don't forget to go to the link down below and go to our Patreon account where you can help us keep going. Thank you so much. See you soon.